Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Fields out of the gun. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I am not sure we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself.
Looking for Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jets take over as he records his 10th career INT. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A little bit surprising to see them decide to throw for it there.
Yeah, a bunch of trust thrown their way by this staff to call a pass play in that situation. You know, and you'll hear coaches say this, Kate. You got to play fast, but never in a hurry. He was hurried right there, and it certainly led to the INT.
Hall has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Hey, Ken. It's all right.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets parlay the interception into points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Anders Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
don't connect on first. It's second down. Setting up a throw. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. He'll look to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Go.
Fields on first down. Escapes the pocket. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pull that in front further, 13-zip. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Jets drive out to an early 14-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Play action on first down. Finds Smith-Njigba. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Back to throw now. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
They motion a receiver left.
Good night.
First down throw for Fields. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Don't jump.
From the gun, it's Hall. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Good eye.
Play action, Fields. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got second and 6 coming up. From the 38, into the hands of Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Walker on first down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's second and 14. That's taken in by Cup. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Let's go now. Hey, smash, Rocco.
Walker now from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 14-6 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the 24. It's into the hands of Wright. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go, son. All right.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Right.
From the 48. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks get it back after making their third first-half interception.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
In the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. A quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now, off play action. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. This one finds Taylor. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Hey, Ken.
Sending a receiver left.
Tonight.
Fields now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Tonight.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, son. Right.
From the 41. He's on the move. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Here we go. We're good. Tonight.
Now it's Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. They've got first down from the 31.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On target to his man Taylor. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Trust. Watch right. Tonight.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Taylor makes the catch. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Tonight.
That's complete to Wilson. And that's a New York touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Return starts from the goal line. And he dives to end the return. Not sure I understand the thinking here. They're going to start very deep in their own half.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Right.
They start the drive with Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Sit high.
From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Here we go. Sit high.
Off play action, it's Fields. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets lead by 15 now. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Oh no, they get him yet again! And he takes this one back for the pick six! That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Whoa, and he gives himself up quickly to the surprise of, well, us and his entire team. Awful field position to start.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Staying with Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive game, but a big one as they get the first.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
Let's go now.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. He'll get this to Cobb. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll try and throw it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That's 2. Count them 2 drives that he has put to rest now. First with the interception, and this time a critical 3rd down sack. There's just some players on the field, they sense the moment defensively. And when they get the opportunity, they make the most of it.
Here's the snap on 4th. That's JSN. Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Play action, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. Brought in right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Here we go.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Go.
Caught by Lazard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They put a receiver in motion here left.
Tonight.
From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go. Tonight.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Jets have the football, and they are in great shape with a sizable lead. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go. We're good. Right.
Fields out of the gun. He has the New York touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets grow their lead yet again. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets what he can by diving down, but they're still backed up a ways to begin this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Move it, my team.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Walker hauls it in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That is your old-school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Gets everything he has under this throw. And they pick him off again. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision. That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Here we go. Set high.
From the 46. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Hey, 5:51. Here we go, son. Right.
Working inside the red zone. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Here we go.
Second down and 10, Fields. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they pick him off again. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jets get it as he makes his third interception in this game.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
A give left side for Hall. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Big play gets him across midfield. Sets him up first and 10 from the 40.
Here we go. Tonight.
Here's Hall once more. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
West right fit. Here we go. Tonight.
Receiver in motion going left.
Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh no, they get him yet again. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Throwing off the play fake here. Headed out right. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Seahawks get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get hit.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets take over on his 5th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Sit high.
First down throw for Fields. He lofts it deep left. That's grabbed inside the 30. That goes for 36 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets nearing their 6th win this season. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. To the left side and wheeled in by Wilson. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Here we go. We good. Right.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This one finds Taylor. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that.
And in, touchdown, New York. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go.
Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
DQ. Out, let's go. Go.
Another throw for Fields. Rolling left, buying some time. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock, as I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time. Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. The Jets take their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. 4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Jets offense will take over inside of enemy territory.